going on, people? Welcome back to the JSTV back again, and it's the match reaction show. And when Newcastle finally stopped the rot by beating Fulham by 3-0 at St James's Park. And I've got with me Paul as usual. And how to Paul, mate?
How's it going? All right. Told you it was going to be 3-0.
You did, didn't you? You actually got your prediction right, mate. Well done,
the other way around.
Love it. You got it right once after all. So you've been reinstated on the guests. So there you go. Thanks for coming on, man. And if you like the video, like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, super chats are open as well for 99p. Thank you, Leslie. And also, please like and share to your socials to help this channel grow. And evening to you as well. And also now it is also on Instagram. So if you Instagram watcher and you don't use other social media, it is open as well. So Instagram listeners, welcome to the chat. And we got one here from Gary V. Hi to Gary V. Hi to the man cloud. Great to see my man doing so well these days. Big jump up in the subs in the last 12 months too. Just shows with all the great work. Thank you, TMC. Thank you so much indeed for that, man. And after all the things I had in the past few days, but I'm not going to go through that as well. Also, Tom Lockyer, who is thankfully alert and responsive. That's the second time it's happened to him. I wish him a speedy recovery as well from Tom and his family as well. And yes, Stapleton. Why do they keep calling it Stapleton? And but there you go. Ian says it as well. Big up to Matt. I met Matt as well not long ago at Tottenham, I believe. My guy is brilliant. Big up to Mark. To you, mate. Hope you're fine. And I think if you're a Twitter user as well and you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please hit that subscribe button, please. If you can, that'd be amazing. Thank you very much indeed. And big up to Tick. Big up to Corvo. Lewis Miley is a special player. He is going to come get better and better. My bro, you know you're making strides with the haters. Just keep constantly hitting on our boy. Keep up the good work, bro. Nothing's going to stop you now, my man. Do you know what it is, mate? You're the real one. You're the absolute real one, mate. You really, really are. Thank you very much for your support, man. And did you have your money on it, Paul?
No. Oh. I got it wrong. I said 3-0 Fulham, remember?
Bless you. See what you can get for the Chelsea one as well. Big up to Dean, by the way. Thanks for joining in, Dean. Big up to Dean there. Big up to Derek. I hope you're grand. And big up to James. I can call him James G. JBG. I can call him JBG. No, James don't mind, by the way. Big up to Daniel. Hi, the chat. The Tune John note is back on track. Yes. Daniel. Effort says, I don't know how to Gareth from Cardiff. That was much needed 3 points. Totally agree. Yeah, thank you for that. Big up to Brad. He's joined. Thank you very much indeed. Tyler, thank you for joining. Bradley P, thanks for joining. DeFi dear, thank you for joining. Got the Mags, and I love that attitude as well. And Lewis continues to go every single game. Do know you're correct. Yeah. Right, let's go through the game today between Newcastle and Fulham. And it was always going to be a tricky game. And I get a lot of people saying if it was 11-11, it would have been a completely different game. But again, we started all right. Fulham had Harry Rosello was unlucky. Well, I was unlucky. He tried to put the ball back with no take as but we started okay.
Yeah, it was a typical, fast start from Newcastle. Fulham, again, they've been on, as we said in the preview, they've been on really, really good form. And I thought they played quite well as well in the first couple of 10, 15 minutes. Because they're coming full of confidence. They've bagged, 10 goals in the last 2 games. So they're not coming in any poor form. But I tell you what, they will not be. There'll be no high fives for Raul Jiminez back, when he gets back there, because I don't understand what he's thinking. Because, I get it, 11 versus 11. Who knows? You just don't know, do you, what happens in the game? But he's just made one of the most bizarre decisions I've ever seen. I think he was at a challenge earlier. I can't remember if it was Sean or Bruno. Someone challenged him. He looked a bit upset with that. And then he goes, Sean Wilcox's got the ball, and it's a weird thing. He's going to do like a karate kick.
Yeah.
And he kind of thinks, I can't do that. So he puts his foot away. But in that time, he absolutely clatters Sean right in the head. Absolutely demolishes him. And then the ref gives a yellow card. I don't know what the ref's on giving a yellow. It obviously goes to VAR, and it's the easiest red card, one of the easiest red cards you'll ever get. It was pretty shocking that the ref didn't really call it in the first place. But I mean, yeah, unbelievable from him, because he's turned the whole game. Yes, we had injuries, which is bad news. But that's what changed the game in all reality, because then Fulham have got a low block. They saw it out in the first half. We were a bit wasteful. They actually had more shots on target than us in the first half, which was a bit, that just kind of shows there's probably a bit of confidence and a bit of, hangover from maybe the AC Milan game. And then the second half, different team come out. Again, just proving that Eddie's talked to them. We know this, don't we? That he does, he does good in halftime talks if we're not doing that great. And we came out much better, much more composed. It could have been 4 or 5 or 6, actually, on another day. But I'll take 3-0 because it was much needed confidence, and it was really good. But there's just two negatives, isn't there? Shah goes down, hamstring, looks like. Hopefully it's not. Let's hope it's just a strain, nothing else, because that won't be too long. And then you think, okay, well, Kraft will come in, that's fine. And he did bloody well. I tell you, he's unlucky not to be man of the match today, because I think Bruno was probably man of the match, just above Kraft, because Kraft was very good. And then again, we think, well, that's our bad luck. And then Joe Linton goes down, and he's holding his hamstring. And you're thinking, are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Our luck with injuries it's really unbelievable. It really is just, again, let's just hope it's, not that bad, and it's just, a strain or whatever, because that will just mean like a few weeks and he's back. That's, fingers crossed for that. Luckily, we got through the rest of the game without anything else, because I was thinking, is it going to be one of those games where we just keep, people keep dropping? But thankfully, we were fine. But yeah, that just made that first half a bit stop-start. And then the second half, as we saw, much better performance. Miley, what a player. And it's a great finish. It's a really nice, really cultured finish there. For a lad of 17 years old, that's special. Lovely to see how passionate everyone was about him scoring. Bruno looked so proud. It was really nice. Lovely moment for him to score on the Gallagher end. Brilliant. And then Almiron, he was getting pelters online. And I know it's an easy goal. It is, but he still got to put in the net. So for 2-0, and that was good. And then Dan Burn at the end with a lovely finish there. And that was, the game was wrapped up at 1-0, John, to be fair, wasn't it? I felt that was kind of done and dusted. But, that's what I like about the team. They didn't want to stop at that. They wanted more and more. We've hit the bar so many times today, post-bar. Wilson would have been a bit upset with himself a few times. He's a bit greedy at times, I think. But yeah, so all in all, a good day. And it's just good confidence for the Chelsea game, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree, man. And what you said there, you're so damn right. I think Inter's not working on minds yet, but yes, it's working. But it's all good in the hood. Big out to Emil. Again, he came on, did fantastically well. More direct on the right-hand side. Gary, I've noticed that today. I'm thinking, is this guy the Swedish Cafu? I said that when we signed him up, there's a lot of people online saying he's a Swedish Cafu. I watched this guy play for Bologna. He was not very good. I thought to myself, there's a reason why they sold him to the French club Amiens before he came to us. But he just proved everyone wrong. He really did. But he came to his bang average, yeah. But I have to support the guy. Instrument, everything they did. That's Bruno as well from Brad. We got a right quality player in Miley. What a player we're going to have for the future. Make sure Manchester City don't buy him, by the way. Let's be honest. Been out for so long. Thank you, Greg, for joining. And going from Smiley, that was a little dear from Jiminez. I think I've mentioned this out before. And I've got one here from the Winter Cup. It's everything. It's everything. It hurts the other night, but on reflection of our European display was respectful. If we could win the League Cup, it would be incredible. Ed will become a god status. You know what it is, my guy? You're absolutely right. I mean, if you can get that, then the sky is the limit. Kraft is good too. That's a Dunil. Ref did well considering that he's relatively new to the Prem. Absolutely. I thought the ref had a good game today. I thought he handled a few things well. He got the decision right. We got to Ian. Hi to Ian. And hi to Ian Sealer. It'd be nice to make a comment. That'd be amazing. Thank you very much. Yes, I agree, but I bet the Fulham a lot wouldn't agree. That is Gary Chanton to Les. Hi to Alan. Paul in the chat. Hi to you, Mr. Little. Hi to Dan. Dan, I hope you're having a fantastic day and enjoy the game. I got one of the lovely lasses on Twitter, Lord Turner Wilson. She's joined, finally. Big up. Big up to Law. And Eric, hi to Eric. Hi to Gary again. Hi to Law again. And Miley shouldn't have been on the bench. He started. And I have to kind of agree. Well, he didn't start. He came as a sub, did he, for Drew? And I tell you what, the place is going to be his on Tuesday, surely. Hey, Alan. John King was in the chat earlier. Still getting treatment, but great to see him back. The know it is, Leslie. Thanks for that. I thought of him, and I hope he is fine. And let's go on to Mad Dog Tindo. Is he the real one? Shall I get him on my channel? Shall I get him on my show?
Yeah, come on, Mad Dog. We're just singing Last Christmas. They're just singing Last Christmas at him. So yeah.
If he's the real one, he can come on my channel any time. I saw him, by the way. He looks professional. And great news, indeed, Alan. And one for Law. We need to protect Miley. He's protecting as he's going to be a superstar. I totally agree. Everyone's talking about Jude Bellingham, yeah? But Jude Bellingham's levels up there. Wilson is quiet. We hit the post. And big up to Max. He's joined. Thank you for joining, Max. Thank you for joining, Bejan. And Foxy. Bruno man of the match. Miley brings on talent. And I'm going to have to agree. Mickey hit us in the mud. So let's go on to the incidents into the game. I mean, Bruno was unlucky when he had a shot over the bar. Anthony Gordon hit the post, so he's going for power. And I thought that was going miles over, but it hit the post and came back down again. But the biggest talking point is, we discussed that as well, how Raul Jiminez, he had to go. He had to be sent off. There's no question about that. I mean, I looked at it again. I said to myself, I'll be amazed if he did not look back into it. The way he did it, it's like an Argentinian style tackle. It's like what you're watching Boca Juniors with that play. Tackles like that, you know? But the biggest bum tackle was Raul Jiminez. He's better than that.
Well, yeah, and that's, you know, and Fulham fans will be foaming at the mouth for that because, you know, like I said, they've been on good form, scoring lots of goals. He's looked like he's got, you know, he's been back on, you know, on his form as well because he's had a few poor games before they got into free flowing, you know, scoring. And you just make a brain dead decision like that to, like I said, I mean, I'll tell you right now, if he catches Sean with the foot, you know, what, I don't know what would have, you know, imagine that if he caught him with the full foot out, because that's what he was going for. He has refought it, but he still caught him quite nasty. But I tell you what, that could have been, who knows, that could have ended a career if he hits him with the foot there. It's mad because, you know, the Fulham team then have got to get into a low block, you know, which wouldn't have been their plan. Not that early into a game. And then you're just inviting Newcastle pressure for the whole, you know, you've got the last remnants of the first half, and then they would have known that the second half we're going to come at them even harder. You know, when we're going towards the Gallagate as well. So they wouldn't have been, like I said, when they get back after the game, there won't be any high fives for him. They'll be, you know, they would have been pretty pissed at him because he's potentially ruined, you know, a decent result or a draw or whatever, you know, because who knows what would have happened with 11 men. But yeah, it's just foolish, isn't it? It's just, Marco Silva looked like he was hard done by, but I don't know why. Apparently, him and Callum Wilson had some words with each other that were quite, quite extreme. But every manager wants to see it through their own eyes, but he's probably gonna moan on saying it was harsh, red card or something. Probably Marco Silva, but
He will.
If he watches back, I think he'll know that it was ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. It's just ridiculous. If he, like we said, Stapleton, if he catches him with his foot out, I don't want to know. Our match could have been suspended.
Yeah,
because it could have been that bad. So luckily, he hasn't hit him with the full force of what he went in for the first time. But it seems like petulance because he seemed annoyed about another, like I said, a tackle earlier. And I think he just went in to try and hurt someone, which is, no one wants to see that in football. No one.
No.
There's been a few. We said, John, didn't we? Before we came on, there's been a few naughty challenges in the last couple of games, not just with Newcastle, the Tottenham game.
Yeah, the Suma.
I mean, what's he doing? What is he doing? They are absolutely strolling that game, and it's a shocking tackle. It's a leg breaker. So we just need to. Yeah, we just need to get rid of some of this, the nastier side of things. I get going in on a player and stuff. I'm not saying get rid of that, but, we don't want any legs breaking or careers ended because, we want everyone to be fit and healthy, don't we?
I agree. I totally agree. If one of our players did that as well, there'd be a conspiracy if they got sent off. A conspiracy. The Twitter would have been meltdown, Paul. Do you know what I mean? But let's be real. If Buddha did that last season when Buddha did that tackle, he got a yellow card for it. And I said to myself, he's going to be off for that because that's a fucking tackle. And then everyone went mad because there was a leg breaking, and he's got a reputation history of that as well. Let's be real. And I said to someone, he'd be off here. And he said, don't be so damn. I said, watch us then. And then he apologized to us very, very quickly because he knew I was right. They don't like speaking facts, some of our fan base. But still, we move. Let's agree with you. It was an opponent idiotic challenge that didn't need to be made. Longstaff could have been seriously injured. I totally agree. Everton's winning. They're on a roll, aren't they? 1-0.
Tell you what, that points deduction is the worst thing that could have happened to that club. I tell you, they've got such a bit between their teeth after that. They're so angry about it. They're just whatever.
They're playing like Everton's playing like champions at the minute. The way Sean Dash is playing, they press. Big up to Jess, by the way. Excuse me, hi to you, and hope you well. We're all fine. I've got a Christmas do tonight later on, but I can get it in what time I want to go. And I hope you're well too. Hi to Emma Louise. Big up to Emma. I hope you're fine. If you need to comment about today's game, Emma or anyone on Twitter, the stage is open. Just leave a comment in the comment section and tell us about Lewis Miley. How good was he? How quality was Bruno today in the middle of the park? And how the defense defend him properly? Even Emil Kraft had a good game when he came on as well. Excuse me. Let's go on to how are we, Gary? Letting the side down. And big up to Mark Smooth, by the way. Hi to you, mate. And thank you for joining. And thank you for Chris Griffiths as well for joining as well. And let's go on to the 33rd minute when Joe Linton must have thought, he got away with one when he did a back pass to Irobi and he was clean through. And credit to Dubaka, he had to make a smart save as well. I would have expected Irobi to finish that off as well, and he didn't. And Dubaka had to get down well to make that good save. It could be 1-0 Fulham, but you have to say Dubaka, clean sheet.
Mate, that's it, isn't it? He's been under fire. Last couple of games, and quite rightly, we're not going to let him off. He has been responsible for a few of the goals, not all of them, but a few he's been responsible for. And it's good, isn't it? It's just going to breed some confidence into him. A clean sheet. Away. Christ, he should be doing better. Obviously not for us. I don't want him to score, but from a point of view of a person in that much space, again, Fulham fans would be annoyed at that because that's poor from him. Because really, that should be 1-0 to Fulham. It just should be. We can't argue with that. But luckily, Dubravka's done well. But he should be doing better. But we're not a Fulham channel, but we'll leave it there. So he was fine, It was fine. He didn't necessarily get tested that much. I don't think it's going to be the hardest game he's ever been in, especially with down to 10 men. So he'll have harder games. I think he'll be more busy, or maybe, we don't know, with Chelsea. They're so hot and cold. I was going to say he'd be busier against Chelsea, but they're so hot and cold that they'll turn up one day and then they won't turn up another. So who knows with Chelsea?
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be tested anyway for the likes of Enzo Hernandez, Ryan Sterling, and probably Borja as well. But we'll just see. Jiminez just seemed to misjudge the situation. He pulled his legs away. I seen that. He got away with that one. And already being in the air, he controlled his body. Had to be a red with how contact was made. Exactly, Foxy, exactly. Good point, Law. For those on Twitter, can't see the comments, you need to go into YouTube and then click on the live show which I'm on today, and you can make a comment from there. So yes, you could join, but you have to go into YouTube and then go from there. So don't feel left out. Just go on YouTube, please. It's always great to see you guys on. Thank you very much indeed, and thanks for letting us know, Law. Thank you, Rob, for joining, John as well. Do back into some credit as well. Being here on our week of criticism from the Milan game. Great save, absolutely. And take a bow, Mr. Miley, Newcastle's youngest ever Prem scorer, and that's from Ian. Ian, where have you been, my guy? I haven't seen you for a long time. So there you go. That's the message there. But all those on Twitter, I want to make a comment. You need to go into YouTube, and make a comment from there. Excuse me, spelling. Lambi, big up to Lambi. Big up to Alagandi. Hi to you. I hope you haven't enjoyed the game. For an 80 minute, I thought Fulham gave up. I tell you what, yeah, they did. I can't lie.
They threw the towel in, yeah.
Can't lie. And big up to Des. Hi, Des. Hi, John. Hi, Lord Ginn. And hi to Tom Lidonk. So there you go. Yep, so it came half to 0-0. It's a frustrating half. We finished strongly, by the way, trying to make things happen. And it just didn't quite come off for Newcastle at this moment in time. But in the second half, I mean, we were a lot better. And Lewis Miley scored his first goal for the club. And I tell you what, it was a lovely finish, by the way. Good work from Bruno. Is it Bruno?
Yeah, I tell you what, John, I think that might be one of Bruno's best performances for us in this season. He was on a different level today. He was unbelievable at times. The work he's done to get that goal, to create it, is really fantastic. Miley's still got to finish it, and it's a really nice finish into the corner. Really nice from him for a young lad. Just good work all round, really. It just needed, the game needed that spark. Like we said, in the first half, we just weren't, the final ball wasn't right, or the bounce, every bounce just seemed to go our way, or the crossbar, just this whole thing of like, whatever we're doing, we just can't score. And it's so frustrating to not score. And then just that little bit of magic, that's what you need sometimes to open a game when it's so tight like that. When obviously Fulham are going to defend for their lives, they're down to 10 minutes, they're going to block and put things in the way and try and stop, get away with a 0-0 and run. And yeah, just, Bruno's done some really good work there. And like I said, Miley, great finish. I'm so happy for him. He's the same age as some of the students I teach at college, and it's just crazy. This lad's played in Champions League, and he's just scored in the Gallagher end. He'll be on cloud 9 tonight. That's going to be a story for the rest of his career. Him scoring in that game, which is brilliant. Good on him. And he's just someone that's just going to get better and better. It's really exciting, isn't it, to think that this is him at the start of his journey. Imagine where this lad's going to be when he's, had a couple of seasons behind him. It's brilliant. It's just so good to have that in the locker with Newcastle. For once, we've got people we can actually progress and get better rather than have to keep buy. That's been the big problem with football. It's been the biggest problem with football that, people moan about how much money is in it, and I agree. But this has been the thing that's been missing, using your academy, using young players and nurturing them to get better. And we've got exciting futures for him, and there's others as well. Sean has done well. He's progressed amazingly. It didn't quite work out for Matty. We felt that maybe there might be a partnership there, but Matty didn't quite work out, but we still got Elliot Anderson. He's another one, that's done well when he's just he's coming back from an injury. So it's exciting. It's really exciting to have that, because rather than keep spending 70, 80 million on a new midfielder or whatever, we've got one for no money.
Exactly, and he potentially save us absolute millions of quid. You know what I mean? You could potentially save us 50 million quid, and this is why, if you've got a good view set up, you've got a good manager, and you've got a good setup there, then hopefully it'll work. It'll absolutely work. It's as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? But we move. We've got to get on with that now. You know what I mean? So we definitely need areas what we need doing, getting like a striker, maybe a goalkeeper, and maybe a right side midfielder, but still keep Miggy. Everton 2-0 up, by the way. Thank you, Leslie. I have no clue what Jiminez was doing. It was really stupid, Jack. I'm with you on that one, mate. I'm with you. I enjoyed the second half way too much. And good. Well done, Santi. I hope you enjoyed it too. It's going to be nice watching the highlights. Smash it down socials tomorrow. Yes, Gary, I'm sure. Can't watch it downstairs, sorting dogs out. And I've got one from John. Thank you for Jordan, Paul, and Keith as well. Liam from Twitter. Hi to you. And cheers. I like that hunger to get the fourth. I was concerned we lose steam in the second half, but happy to see the boys decide to demolish the team when they smell blood. And know what it is, right? I mean, we did not look knackered today.
No, it's one of those, isn't it? It's where, you're 3-0 up or whatever. It's funny how, dominate a game and being in front it just builds it up, doesn't it? That confidence and the energy in the legs was there, and that was good to see. So again, it's a timely win, because we weren't in the best of form, I don't think, for the last couple of games. And my biggest worry was how mentally we were going to deal with the loss at Milan and being out of Europe altogether. I did worry about this game. That's why I was a bit negative. Not because I felt that we couldn't win. I just worried that the mental anguish of going out of Europe might have been too much. But I'll tell you what, the lads really stepped up and they've shown their resolve. And I've actually seen Craig Hope positive on Twitter, which tells you everything about the performance. If he's being positive, we've obviously done something really well. So no, it's really good to see. It just shows that it just shows the lads' character, doesn't it? Like how much resolve they have and how much fight they have, and because again, we could have easily come into this game feeling sorry for ourselves and lost it. So good for them, because that's really good.
Right, I'm not going to read the next comment out as well, because bit of a troll. Sorry, guys, and I just left the message on as well. And reports said Lucky has suffered a cardiac arrest, and I gave you have to wish him a speedy recovery. And that's the second time he's done that, and it is so sad to see that happen twice. And let's move on. Just give us 2 seconds there. Thank you.
Well done to the first aid team, because they were.
I can't delete him. Can't delete him. But I'll not be reading it out anyway. So we'll move on swiftly. And you know what? I mean, while he's got a cardiac arrest, I kind of have comments like that on my chat. I'm sorry. You don't want negativity at all whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? And what's happened to him last time is exactly the same thing by the looks of it. Hope he's going to recover. Some cheers. Hi to Eileen. Hey, we had a good game. It's been amazing. Thank you very much indeed for that. I've seen the same guy, but honestly don't know. Hi to Leslie. I hope you're good. I speak on Twitter all the time. Hi to Clarky. And we got here. We really needed that win, Ian. We did. How long ago was that? Was it this season? I think it was last season in the final.
Was it the playoffs? Or was it a playoff final? I remember it being in the playoffs when he collapsed the first time. So, like I say, thank God that the first aid crew have done a really good job there. They've got to him quickly. That they've made the right call. They suspended the game at first. Obviously he was responsive, which is amazing. Good luck to him. We wish him all the best. And then obviously they've had a talk about whether they are capable of doing the match, and they've decided, again, I don't blame them, they decided to abandon it, which is absolutely fine. And then lovely, I don't know if you saw them, John, or anyone else on here, really nice scenes at the end. The team and manager walking around the stadium clapping, really nice scenes, really heartwarming. That's football. That's what it is, isn't it? It's brilliant. So
Absolutely.
good luck to lads, speedy recovery. But yeah, we wish them all the best, and well done on, I think, the right call, because making a player's player after that, it would have been, that's tough. That's tough. It's tough to do that.
Totally agree. I've got 40 people watching live tonight. Thank you very much indeed. So it's 32. It's 32 from YouTube, 7 from what do you call it, for 7 from X as well. Thank you very much indeed as well. I have been criticising tobacco since Everton game, but fair play to David, his clean sheet. That's on Ronald, and he's not for Newcastle fans TV. Not Newcastle fans TV. I keep saying that as well.
On the mags or whatever, he keeps it, yeah.
And we love Ronnie anyway. He's worked at Comedy Channel. Mandrake, Ryan, and Bill, welcome as well from Twitter. Eddie's a great teacher for our young lads, but we need a couple big game name signs to strengthen our team. We need to strengthen big time. Good result for you lot. Also, whatever's Jiminez doing, you know what, right? I have absolutely no idea, mate. Absolutely no idea.
I said that he's starting his karate school from tomorrow morning, so you can join his karate school with Jiminez tomorrow morning. He's going to have some free time now, being suspended, so... Oh, that's good news, Charles.
That's great news. Thank you, Jez, for that. Thank you for Leslie as well. And also, Tom Yockler, please return. Now, how many warnings do you need? I can really understand where Foxy's coming from, but if they force him to retire, there's got to be a place for him at Luton, and which is great news. Absolutely, Gary, bro. I love that word, bro. Tip top with YouTube comments. You can click on the right side of a comment, the 3 dots, and select block, and they never ever know. Ian, I tried to, but because he's on Twitter, I just can't find the 3 dots on Twitter. But I'm really going to work it out as well. I will definitely going to work it out. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Great result for team. Individual confidence today, still on for silverware, immense atmosphere. Mandrake, I hope we win a Carabao Cup. Any trophy would do for me. Let's go on to the second goal, scored by Miggy. Now he's got a lot of stick as well. I mean, when you think about it, right, he deserves a goal. He shoots it from close range, and everyone's happy. I was happy, right? And you know what? He gets a lot of stick. Don't get me wrong. I mean, let's be real. I praise him, and I sometimes have to be honest with him, but I'm so happy he scored today.
Yeah, mate. He is definitely the most Marmite player of Newcastle, isn't he? It's either you love him or you hate him. It's just literally a slice down the middle with Miggy. You get half of the fan base that absolutely adore him, and you get the other half that want him gone by yesterday. Even the ones when I saw the ones who were negative about him when he scored, going, my nan could have scored that, and it's like, well, okay, fair enough. He's still got to be in the position to score it, and he does. So I don't know what some of these people want. Again, it was just, I felt like Fulham just, the confidence went when they won 0-1 in. Some really good play. Obviously we're tiny bit worried that it might have been offside. But I think even if it was offside, I think Wilson would have probably got a penalty because he was flattened. Absolutely taken out.
Wilson was. They could have put that back straight away. They could have done, but the referee played well. He played advantage. He was brilliant today, the ref.
Yeah, so I felt that even if the offside was there, we probably would have got a penalty anyway. But it is what it is. It's an easy finish. It's you won't score an easier goal. But it's just he just needed that. I think he did play a pretty poor pass straight after the goal, though. It was really bad. It was really, really bad.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. He's got a goal. Hope that does his confidence, a world of good. And he smashes in a winner against Chelsea because that's what we want. We don't, no one wants him to play bad. Even the people that well, I guess the people who troll him want to, but realistically, if he scores the winner in the Carabao Cup final, he's the hero, isn't he? Forever. So it's one of those where I'll always support Miggy. He does frustrate the hell out of me. I'm not going to lie. He does my head in sometimes. The fact he doesn't sometimes, use his weak foot as much as we would like him to does frustrate me. He did cross it today, which was nice. I saw that with his weak foot. So good for you, Miggy. I did see that. So maybe some work's going in there. But for me, I just think his endeavour and work rate is really good. You can't fault him for that. You can't fault him for that. And, normally, we'll see, but normally when he scores, there's normally a patch of goals, normally. So let's hope this is the start of another nice little, bunch of goals for him because, like I say, he's great. He loves the team. So some people just need to lay off a little bit.
Yep, very, very true. Very true. Let's go to some comments as well. We'll talk about Big Dan Burn. Even though great win, delighted to lose Miley, Newcastle's youngest ever goal scorer in the Premier League. Absolutely. And you know what? I'm pleased for this kid. I've got high hopes for him. Dubs looks more commanding today than early nerves. Thank you, Gary. And what do you want to know? It's just those 3 dots. I tried to look for the 3 dots on the Twitter messages, so I couldn't find it, but I'll work on that as well. You, fair enough. And
the picture is come out now.
Yeah, that's
the team. The team photos up on the Twitter account, which always triggers other fans. It's brilliant.
It certainly is. It certainly is. And then Jared, Sunday too about hangover on Thursday. Neat, never drink it again. How many times have I heard this before? Ian, you got to take over, Paul, because I've got a frozen screen again. I'm going to come on to Ian's comment and Lorraine's comment as well. If it plays up, so I'll let you take over, mate. Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Talk about Lewis. Talk about the Fabian Schär and Joel Linton injuries as well.
Okay.
And I'll be back in 2 minutes.
No worries, John. Yeah. So obviously we did have some negatives today. Obviously, as we said before. So Fabian Schär's pulled up. Looks like hamstring. Like I said before, let's just hope it's just a strain. And then Joe as well. Just bad luck. We just have no luck with these injuries, do we? No luck at all. So hopefully Joe can come back. I mean, look, it's one of those where, we do have backup to an extent in midfield, but obviously it's not the best to obviously lose him. But, I felt that Miley did obviously he did brilliant, so it was fine. But it's just one of those where, we're just a bit, again, we get players back. It was really good to see Botman on the pitch. That was lovely. That was a nice moment. So thankfully Botman was, got through his couple of minutes, which was really nice to see. We've already commented on Kraft. I felt that was a really, really nice that obviously Schär came off and Kraft came on. And then it looked like, we were all wondering what he was going to do. And it looked like he put Burn into centre back. And then he put Kraft on the side there. And it worked very well. I thought he was the best player just behind Bruno. This lad again. He's just someone who, under Bruce, we all wanted him gone. We couldn't stand him. He wasn't very good. He was a bit poor. And then again, just Eddie Howe just brings these players that don't really do much and just elevates them. Again, like Kraft is someone who he's probably going to start on Tuesday. I'm going to assume. Obviously, it depends on where Schär is, but if Kraft's starting on on Tuesday, I'd have no problem with that at all. So that's good news. It's good news to have these people in backup when we need them. And Kraft's a really good backup for me. Blimey, brilliant.
Yeah, totally agree. Sorry about that, guys. Again, just very big. Good on Bruno. Congratulations, Lewis, for a score. I've gone straight to him. Yep, midweek, Joel Linton went running straight to the boss instead of celebrating with Lewis for his assist. That's big up to Lorraine, by the way. A flipping good comment, by the way. And it's nice to be loved as well. Show the love and show some props to Lewis. And Jared's will be better than me. It's X. That's Ronald. You gotta love him, haven't you? And Ashley Eddie looked embarrassed and took a step back. Fair enough. Mickey changes schemes, but he's a bench player. That's on Lorraine. We need to keep him as well. And Bruno's assist for Burns' goal was a thing of beauty. I totally agree. That was a lovely comment to him in a bit. I'm absolutely buzzing for Lewis. What a day from. I don't think he will be able to sleep at night. Remember, he's only 17. Jesus, he certainly is. That's from Lewis, a Newcastle fan. I knew Burn would score today. I said before the game. Gary, very confident. It's good for the Doyens doing the road. Got beat today. Yes! And the way we played today, I think not only we beat them, we smashed them. You only have to look at the stats to see how much work we puts in. That's from Foxy. Do you know what? I'm gonna dive straight in, for the play wins for tomorrow. I'll give him an 8.5. He's the one. He certainly is, Lou. Need to get back on the winning streak. That's from Colton. Charles' injury looked more significant than John Linton's. That's from Leslie's favourite player. But on here, Liam joined. Thank you, Liam. It did lose. I can't find anywhere in news just yet. Lewis Miley, the white Pele. I wouldn't go that far, mate. But I love your optimism. Figure to Nigel, Ashley for Joe celebrating with Eddie was brilliant. Showed the bond between team and management. Absolutely. And Johnny C. Priority needs to be a striker in January. Love Isak and Wilson, both injured prone. And if you like the video, like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe. Super chats are open as well. See what the channel's worth. And that'd be amazing if you did. But that's your choice. And also get the comments coming through. And let's go to the third goal. I mean, we just mentioned it there. Bruno's pass was a figure of beauty. And finish off by Dan Burn, bundled it in, and to make it 3-0.
Yeah, I'm just watching it again. It came from a corner, and then it just, it kind of whips off some people. We kind of tried to get it, and again, doesn't quite come off. And then Bruno, just from it's just this lovely little curve ball. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant ball. And then Burns obviously, put it into the back of the net. But that ball, it's just, we know that Bruno's capable of these sort of things. And, and it's just great to see that he's, again, like I said earlier, that my worry about so many people are going to get triggered by that. And it's brilliant. I love it. But yeah, it's just great. It's just great that ball, that's what Bruno's capable of. That's why, that's why he's one of our better players, because he can bring that out, and it's it's just good to see him in good form. And like I said, he's someone who's quite emotional, as we all know, and he was someone I was worried about after the AC Milan game, because obviously how emotional he is. But as we said, Eddie Howe's done a really good job, and so those guys have done a great job, and they've come back into this game, and they've come back from a bad defeat, and it's that's what we're here for. We all said we don't demand a team that tries. We want one that, sorry, we don't demand a team that wins. We demand the one that tries.
Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely. I think Lorraine Turner would be happy for you to say that as well. And that is that. So, Lorraine, we're not using this as an example. You're a fantastic listener as well, young'un. I called her young'un then, didn't I? Obviously, listen to that. Mitrovic on loan would be class. That's some clone lad. I don't think he'll be coming back to us anytime soon, I'm afraid. Isak, is he injured? I think he had a little bit of an injury. Or do you think Eddie's playing keeping him for Chelsea on Tuesday?
Yeah, Eddie. They interviewed him before the game, and Eddie just said he had a slight thing with his groin. It wasn't too bad, but he just didn't want to risk him extenuating it today. So it felt like he probably just said to him, take a break today and then probably play him on Tuesday, because Wilson's obviously just played another 90 minutes in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that Isaac probably starts, or at least is on the bench on Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go. There's the team bonding there. There's a team celebrating as usual. Every win we get, we're on a good picture. I just wish me and you was in that group as well, Paul. I can't lie, but you never know. One day. I tell you what, I think Adam Piz will get there first anyway. You know him. Big up to Adam, by the way. Great young guy. He gets a lot of stick, but you know what? He just does his work. Adam, do what you're doing, mate. Your credit first. Isak's precaution, according to Eddie. Isak needs a rest. Cornas, I agree. Why do Newcastle players take pictures after a win? It's like they think they won the title. Why do they do a lap of honour? Because we're a team, not just a club. I'll clap on that one, by the way. He's right. He's on the money. Well done, Ches. Well said. Well said.
All the people that say there's comments, I can't, obviously, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I can't wait for the team photo if we win a trophy. I'm saying if we win a trophy, that team photo is going to be the photo, not to miss. It's going to be brilliant. I can't wait. Oh, you're on mute, buddy.
Sorry, that's better, isn't it?
Anyway.
Cool. Sorry about that. You're right. I totally agree. Because I tell you what, once you win a trophy, all the big six got to expect us. They will. And sorry, lads, I missed your comment there. Said it was left out as precaution for Phil going. Isak has a slight groin issue, so we'll probably see him in March. Wow, we can't afford to be out for 3 months. To me, he was brought back too soon because he was needed. Well said, Ches. And hope we beat Chelsea. I'll be there on Tuesday night. So do check us out on there. I'll be doing my vlogs. And thanks, Les. I used to get annoyed, but now it just shows me how much more together we are compared to other clubs. And 100% as well. And big up to Leonard as well. Big up to you, mate, from Dortmund. I was going to meet him, but I couldn't get time off from work, unfortunately. Winning dressing room team photo will probably never be taken off the wall. And he is right. He's right. Big up to Leonard. Lovely lad. I spoke to him many a time over on WhatsApp. He is a well-adjusted guy. Big up to Leonard. Do follow him on his Twitter account as well. And it could have been more goals. We hit the post twice. And we was at the post scored and hit the crossbar as well. It could have been more. But Leno made a couple of good saves. And Eddie's got to be proud today. He is really proud today, man.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Again, not to keep repeating myself, but, like I said, in the week it would have been spent, getting over the loss, but then focus on Fulham. That's what we like about Eddie. He always says that as soon as one game's done, you move on to the next one. And that's really worked for him. So get over the devastation of out of Europe. Put your focus onto Fulham. That's what the lads have done. So done really well there. And and it's just ruthless nature, isn't it? 3-0 up. It's black and white. Yeah. Ruthless football, but still, 3-0 up. We could be cruising, passing it around the back four, and we're still looking for number 4. That's what we want. We've always said that about Newcastle teams, that we love when they try to entertain us. And that's what they certainly were trying to do, trying to be ruthless and not really care that Fulham have 10 players on the pitch. They want to make them pay for the fact they've done that. So that's what we've always asked for Newcastle, just, to be attractive football. That's what Eddie Howe's definitely brought to us. I mean, don't forget some people who have asked for Eddie Howe to be sacked in the past, weird people. Let's get yourself some DVDs of the Bruce era, the Pardew era. Some of the eras we've had. Just look back on some of that football at times, and you really want to go back to that type of football, you're more than welcome. I'd rather watch Eddie Howe ball any day of my life.
Eddie Ball, by the way. Yeah. Eddie Ball. You know what I mean? Eddie Ball. So, and talking of Eddie Howe as well, I mean, he spoke to Newcastle World about the negative from the day. He said, we don't think they're serious, but certainly to come off the pitch, they're short-term problems for us, and we can't navigate easily at the minute. We were thinking possibly we're through the worst of an injury situation. Now, it's sort of rearing its head again in a negative way. Let's just see where we are tomorrow. So he's not going to give too much away there. We have to find out what's going to happen tomorrow Monday, and hopefully just sort of things out. I hope it's not too bad, because I'll tell you what, we could do with Joe Linton on Tuesday, by the way. We really could, because we need him. We do need him. But if he has to be rested, cool. But when he played United in the Carabao Cup, we had a weakened team. You know what I mean? I mean, Sean Lonson's going to play, and Bruno and Lewis Mang's going to play in the midfield 3, I'm sure. And that's how we're going to go. That's how we roll.
That's it, mate, isn't it? Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
So we shouldn't get too carried away, though. We played at home versus 10 men for 70 minutes. We have to win at that point. I totally agree. We have to beat what's in front of us. What's that song of YouTuber Brian Adams? I love that. So Brian at Gearset Stadium was excellent. He's a great rocker and he's a great guy. And it was indeed. So I was going to say, so who's your man of the match today, Paul?
Like I said, I think it's hard not to give it to Bruno Guimaraes because I think he was absolutely phenomenal. But like I said, a close and Navina, very close second would have been Elmore Craft. Coming on, and when he did, and I think his impact on the game it really is. It was a pleasure to see. It was a pleasure to see him back and to have that level of impact on the game after being, not being having many games and be out for injury for so long. It's just brilliant to see. It's just really refreshing to have. Those sort of players that can come in and do a really good job. Again, I think he'll probably play on Tuesday night, I'm assuming. But yeah, Kraft is a very close second, but Bruno, it can't not be because he was unbelievable. Yeah, I see why you might say Miley. Yeah, I just feel that Bruno had one of his best performances ever for us today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alan's on the same page as me.
I agree. Effie, so I can't add anything to that as well. I have to go with Bruno G as well. Back to his best. And now he's got to maintain that every single week, which I believe he can. Get on, John. Big up to William, by the way. Hi to William. Hope you're good. Big win as well. Indeed it was, William. And I don't know if you went to the match today. I hope you enjoyed the game as well. Bruno's unbelievable. He was indeed. If he comes back and does it again against Chelsea, I tell you what, I would love to listen to Lewis from Chelsea Fans TV. His face would be a picture.
I'll tell you who else will love it, John, because he's been very critical of us recently. Is our lovely friend, best friend from TalkSport, Jason Cundy.
Yes,
the idiot. Been spouting his mouth off yet again about Newcastle. Eddie Howe's not going to take them to anything. Shut up.
Get in the bin.
Honestly,
and I'll tell you another bit. Another name as well. I do like him, but I'll give you another name. Roy Jennings.
Yeah, well, the less said about him, the better.
Wow. Well, what can I say? I mean, Jason Cundy. Wow. I'll be listening to his voice when we beat his team. You know what I mean? He gives so that. But yeah, when's the last time Chelsea beat us, by the way? When's the last time they beat us? I can't remember.
It was the 1-0, wasn't it?
Yep.
Was that at Stamford Bridge, the 1-0?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think it was last season or the season before? Someone else seen tell us. I think it was last season.
No, it was last season. We drew 1-1 there. And then we beat 1-0 at home. And then we beat them 4-1.
Must have been the season before when it was the 1-0. It was the one where was it Havertz was being a right prat.
Yeah, he was. He should have been sent off, by the way. He should have been sent off.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? He's misunderstood at Arsenal, by the way. But to be fair to Kai, he's doing much better, slightly better, not a lot. If I was an Arsenal fan, I still need a lot of convincing. But there you go. Should be Kai Havertz. It's Shy Havertz. Misunderstood. He's misunderstood by Chelsea. Where would you be right? These injuries? I think you'd be top 6, William. I think you'd be top 6 with a fully squad. You're top 6 now. But you know what?
I'll tell you what, mate. If we would have beat Liverpool, obviously this is if and when's. If we would have won the draws we've had, if we would have beat Liverpool, etc., I think looking at the points I looked at, we would have been second.
Yeah, I totally agree. All we got to do is just keep defending properly, score goals, and then 3 points all the way. We've got Luton next week. Then we've got to play Forest at home. Then we've got to play Liverpool away. And then the big one, which we are definitely going to do. I can tell you now, we are going to do the match reaction after the Sunderland game. As long as if I get a ticket, we'll have to do the next day. Otherwise, if I can't get a ticket, it'll be after the match. And Kunku, back for now, good confidence win for Chelsea today. So Chelsea won today.
Kind of, but they were poor in the first half.
Poor, exactly, not good. Jason Cundy, yes, he loves clickbaiting Newcastle fans. You know what? I love to get Jason Cundy on my channel. And then, Gary, do you think Kraft should keep his place after Chelsea? I think he'll play. I think he'll start.
I think he will, yeah.
And Alan, I do, yes, on that performance. Jason, I'm not saying the last word though, but Ronnie, I know exactly what you mean. How about fully burned it here to be too Wow. And Havertz will sort of burn, and we got
Yeah,
so more penny not given.
it was ridiculous.
Exactly.
I remember it was so stupid, man.
Totally agree. Big up to early doors. Is he a West Ham fan? I could be wrong. Could be a West Ham fan. I hope he's not sorted him. But big up to you, mate. Fantastic result of the day. Much needed win. And Newcastle fan X, hi to you. And big up to all in the chat. Thank you very much indeed. You know the guys in Insta, they're fantastic people. Support different clubs, Arsenal, United, City. I'm in that group as well. And they think I'm brilliant. They think I'm quiet because I haven't been in as much. So I will going to continue as well. I speak to Jess on a regular basis, by the way. Do we think Trish will be back for Tuesday? I truly believe we will. I 100% definitely. Hi to Ben, he's joined. Top 4 and above Liverpool if there's not viral injuries. Correct. And where was that comment? Oh, it's miles away, Gary. Sorry, man. To be fair, Cundy was clickbaiting Man U on Tuesday, and that exactly saying that they need a new manager. And also, I heard about some of the reports today that they're not sure Eddie's going to be our manager next season, according to Football 365. They reckon it's going to be Jose Mourinho.
God. I don't want him anywhere near Newcastle United.
I don't.
Sorry. I love it. I love he's got a history with Bobby. I love that. It's great. But he breeds negativity, and we've got a positive dressing room. Why would you get... It's not true. Eddie's not going anywhere. He's just not. He's not going anywhere.
Definitely
the club
not.
Support him 100%.
Do you know what it is, Paul, right? I mean, I've seen a lot of negativity as well from reporters who are trying to get Eddie out of the club, trying to get him sacked and get Jose Mourinho in the club. And let's be real, right? I'll be very disappointed if we do get Jose Mourinho. If it was 10 years ago, 100%, get him in from Inter Milan or Real Madrid. But you're right, he brings negativity into it. He will not play Lewis Miley, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
He will not play him. He will not play Livramento, right? He wants a sound defense. He'll play a back three. He plays a back three for Roma on a regular basis. Even Chris Smalling is doing well. I'm not going to lie. He'll play a 3-5-2. And I'm sorry, but I'd rather have a young manager, hungry manager. Let's put it this way. I'd take Diego Simeone over Jose Mourinho. Real talk. I'll really take him over Jose all day long. But it's for no time. Eddie's our manager, and that's it. Iris Cundy. He's on TalkSport, Alan, mate. He's on TalkSport, and he used to play for Chelsea as well. And I like Jason Cundy. I find his opinion highly with all the trophies, medals, experience he has. He obviously knows what he's talking about. But I'm afraid to say he doesn't know. He does know sweet FA about Newcastle United. And I tell you what, get him up Newcastle. Come on my channel, Jason Cundy, and we educate you about Newcastle United. Can Hall actually play in the cup against Chelsea? He cannot. I don't think he can play. He'll be cup tied. He'll be cup tied in that game. He didn't play in the Premier League against them, and he will not be playing against them in the Carbo as well. Not a chance. I don't want Howell leaving, but if he ever does, I wouldn't be totally against Jose. He has done a great job for Roma, took them to two back-to-back European finals for a team that has never won one before. They won the Europa Conference, and they got beat off Sofia last season as well. Remember that buster we had of the referee against Anthony? Yeah. Was it Anthony Taylor?
I can't remember. I think it might have been. I can't remember.
I'll tell you what, he should have been. If he did that for Newcastle, Paul, right? If he did that, he'd be sacked. It's not because on the field, what he's done, abusing the referee. The orders were not like that.
Or you can just do the Arteta thing and say that it was a different word in a different language and get away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. they've copped out of that completely. I still can't get over that, but there you go.
True. Olivia, thanks.
Sorry, it's going mad outside of my flat. Sorry.
No, that's fine. And got one for Olivia Thompson as well. Olivia, you have to go on the YouTube, leave a comment, but thank you for joining, by the way. Thank you so much. Some have been asking with it being the cup. You know what it is? I take a cup all day. I take a cup over top four all day long. And hi to Joe as well. Right, we're going to wrap up the show very, very soon. But, it's been a great turnout in the chat today, Paul. Had over 40 people watch the channel live, and which is
Thank you very
absolutely.
much.
And that is from X and none on Insta and Figs. I don't think that's been set up, but there are a lot of them on YouTube as well from Twitter, which is amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Fantastic. So, well, Paul, we're going to wrap up the show there. I mean, end of the day, right? Bruno man of the match. And great performance. You give it a team performance today. I think I could give it a 9 out of 10 because I thought you were really good today. 8 to 9.
8 because of first half not being that great, but second half definite. So I'd say 8 just because first half wasn't really great. I'm really sorry about the horns and stuff. There's some sort of Santa's sleigh going past my flat, and it's just so noisy. So I apologise about that. But yeah, I'd say 8 just because the first half wasn't like brilliant, but the second half, no doubt was brilliant. So 8 out of 10 just because of the first half being a bit bitty in here and there.
Fair dues. I think you're right there. I'd give it 8 out of 10 as well. Before we wrap up the show, we'll go through the comments as well, and then we're going to wrap the show up. What Eddie Doubters don't understand is that he isn't physiological. He's the Miley of managers right now. If he's replaced, it costs millions in 10 years' time to get someone off his talent. You know what it is? If they sack him, I tell you what, his stock's going to be so damn high. There'll be plenty of clubs be after this guy, I'm telling you. You know what I mean? But Eddie is ours, and he loves Newcastle. Cup win and a top 5 for me. That's an Alan. Excuse me. Thank you, Gary. Really appreciate your sentiment as there, mate. And you as well. Thank you for Gary. Thanks to Alan. Thanks to Ches. Thanks to Leslie. And everything. Thanks to everybody else. Just fantastic. We've got a fantastic community, haven't we, Paul? Fantastic community.
Yeah, unbelievable. Thank you. So I'm just trying to keep the noise out of the video. Sorry. No, yeah, honestly, guys, like thank you so much. It's great to see so many people come to see the channel after the game. So, I know we keep moaning on at you, but it would be very much appreciated if you would give it a like and subscribe. I know you hear it all the time, but this is the best channel of Newcastle United. So you're joining the right channel. We welcome anyone, no matter what fan you are. We try and make it community based. So, please join the channel. And if you can spare 99p, become a member. It's really worth it. When we get to 45 members, we're doing a giveaway. So, you get a shirt from the Magpie store that I sort out for you. So we're looking to build that. So, join there because that'd be brilliant. We want you all to be involved. And if people want to come on for videos and stuff, we try and figure that out as well because we want to keep it a community. So, it's the place to be for anything you want to do with Newcastle and other football as well. So, and thank you for the support of the people who already do it because it's a great bunch that look after us. So, thank you.
No problems at all. It's a positive channel. We don't call people out unless people winds us up, but you know what? I'm trying to keep it within ourselves, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't want to give ourselves or channel a bad name. There's one negative comment that David just did not read out as well. I'm not going to mention this name, by the way. Mourinho didn't set the word on light at Man U and Tottenham. That is the thing. They're both big clubs as well. Thank you, Gareth. Thank you so much, Alan. Thanks, Leslie. Thanks to William joined the game, and hit the likes, please. Thank you very much. Do hit the likes as well, guys. That'd be a fantastic thank you. And you too, Alan. Trophy and back to Dortmund. That's William. That'd be nice, with it. And everything Georgie said and Man U turned out to be true. He's also won trophies at Man U and got sacked at Tottenham 1 week before a cup final, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And Ms. Mossa, thank you very much indeed. And do leave a comment as well. How are the lads? Big up to Lee J. Young. Thank you very much indeed. And he's a big fan of me as well. Lee J, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hi to Tom Jenk Wilk as well. The Santa Sleigh, sure, it's not on booze on the high horse. Big up to Nathan.
He's getting ready for Ten Hag to be sacked so he can get in the chair at Man United.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Exactly. Go to United, Steve. I tell you what can I say? Hi, all. Big up to Nathan, by the way. He's been to the match today. And big up to Nathan, by the way. And I thought we were quite poor. I just joined the performance and lucky that the player sent off. Bruno and Miley were exceptional, solid. Lascelles and Byrne, and I think he's continued. Coutinho is a star. So Nathan went to the game today. He has got an opinion. He thinks it's a poor performance, but that's his opinion. You know, he went to the game and, you know, you had to go with what he's been saying. He's been in the match. Steve Bruce said, we went third to Man U. Deary me, man. I think thing that flatters us, that's Nathan. We got to win, Nathan, man. Got to win. We stopped the rot. Baby. Nathan, thank you, man. Have a good weekend as well, mate. And it's good to see him in the chat as well. Man City bowed themselves for them. Was it 1 each today? Did they drew, didn't they?
2s each in the end. Penalty right at the end for Crystal Palace.
Wow. The Premier League title race is wide open. We could have had 4 or 5 and hadn't been for the post as well. And Elena super save. And on 5 Live Tuesday, Neil hastened to add, thank you for that. And Miss Mossa, not the game we saw. And if you leave it in the comment section, Miss Mossa, or you can DM me on Twitter, tell us what you think of the game as well. That'd be fantastic. And that's going to be it for our channel. We'll be back hopefully either tomorrow or Monday. It'll be the preview show against Chelsea. And I'll be going on the Blue podcast on, I think I'll be going on Monday around about 8 o'clock. And be on the Man City channel as well. Got an invite. Thank you very much indeed. Absolutely, we needed that. Credit to the squad and coaches. Just a little underwhelming as well. And that's for Nathan. And listen, we do find Paul on Blank Canvas PC on his channel. What are you doing tonight, mate?
What day is it? I always forget. Saturday, right? Yeah, it's another Christmas party again. It's just, this is a term, isn't it? This is the time for all the Christmas parties happen. So it's another Christmas party again. So yeah, and then tomorrow, so there's lots of good football on tomorrow. So that'll be the day tomorrow. Yeah, no, it'd be good. And then on, if we'll see if there's enough interest. I think the Chelsea game's on TV, right?
Yeah. Chelsea game's on TV. I don't know which one's on though. It's got to be on TV.
So if there's enough interest, I'll do another watch along for it. If people want to come to it, we'll see how it goes. If not, then we'll just watch it normally. But if there's enough people that want to come to that, then we might do another one there because they're normally really fun, really good to do. So we might do another one on Tuesday night if there's enough interest there.
Yeah, do check out on Paul's channel as well. He'll let you know his channel's going to be on, and it's going to be good. It's going to be bants and it's going to be fun as well. And then you can always get Amy on the channel as well. Amy will look after you as well, Paul, I'm sure. And she'd be brilliant, will she? And thank you very much indeed, Nathan. Enjoy the rest of your weekends too. And if you want to come on my show one day and have a chat, it's nice to see a new face on my channel as well. We do believe that as well. And understand Nathan's point. 11 female maybes. We don't win today. Thank you, Jiminez. Yeah, sums it up. So, guys, if you like the video, like what you watch, we're gonna end the show there. I'll be back tomorrow on Monday. Do keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you like the video, like what you watch. And thank you so much for the first time chatters as well. Appreciate that. And if you like what you watch, make sure you like and subscribe. Enjoy your weekend as well. And as